Welcome back to KSHI Press, ladies and gentlemen. I am Eddie Long. With us today is one championships. Well, he's the chef, Luke Lessei. How you doing, Luke?
I'm good. Thank you, bro. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, you too, man. Last time we spoke, you were about to make your one championship debut against Jo Nattawut, right? And
Yep.
which obviously, wasn't the best. It didn't go the way we wanted to. But
Yeah.
you introduced yourself to your style of fighting to the fans. What was the debut like, and what did you take away from
I remember being super scared for
it?
starters. No, it was overall the best experience. It was like the first time in my life where I wasn't even focusing as much on being prepared for the fight, warming up. I was just taking everything in. I was like, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm in Thailand about to fight at Lumpini, my first fight, the Madison Square Garden of Muay Thai, and then I'm fighting a Thai legend who I watched growing up. So my whole thing with that debut is I was just enjoying it. I remember sitting in the back and I was just sitting there, not even warming up. I was the co-main event and I was like, what is life? This is just amazing. It's like, yeah, I should have been cracking pads, warming up, but I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I got to take this in for a minute. So yeah, man, but I don't want to live on that fight forever. It was a great fight. It was my gang initiation, but I got a lot more story to tell.
Absolutely, and you've been busy, man. You've been busy. Now, real quick, because on that fight, my favorite clip that I saw, because we watched the fight, and then I think a few months later, I can't remember exactly when I saw the clip, but there was a clip post fight, you saying it was like a Rocky movie. Like,
Yeah,
not,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. Like, watching that fight, that's what it felt like. Like to see Joe putting it on you, and at some point, it seemed like you just said, you know what, screw it, we're gonna throw it down, let's go, and then you knocked him down. That was insane.
Bro, I remember after the first round, for the first time in my life, I'm walking back to the corner and I'm like, yo, I might get knocked out. That's the first time I ever thought of that. But also it was like a clarity where I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, now I've made clear the worst thing that could happen. So boom, the next two rounds, I tried to put it on him. And then all of a sudden, by the end of the fight, I remember walking out, I'm looking at the crowd and like I'm getting daps and high fives and everyone's cheering for me. And they didn't really say anything when I walked out. So that's why I was like, it felt like a Rocky movie because when I walked out, it was a little bit quiet. And
Mhm.
then after the fight, everybody was like, yo, awesome. So it felt good.
Dude, one fight that was not quite whatsoever. Dude, that Eddie Abasolo fight was insane. Now I got to talk to
Oh,
Eddie
yeah.
for his last fight, and
Yeah.
he's a very game fighter. He don't care who it is, tall, short, doesn't matter.
Right.
But you guys threw at each other like I haven't seen in a long time in a tight fight like
Bro, first of all, Eddie's like my favorite fighter of all time. And I remember going into that fight, I was like, I wish this could be a draw because
that.
we both like each other so much. We both have like
Mm,
smooth styles. I thought it was gonna be like almost us dancing in there. And then the two smoothest fighters go out there
mhm.
banging, putting on for American Muay Thai. And yeah, man, it was a super fun fight. Eddie's the man. And then after the fight, I went and trained with him back in October. Dude, he's just awesome. That's what American Muay Thai is about. We both drop each other and then we just train together.
Hey, we'd love to see more of that, right? In the combat sports world for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So now you're headed back to Bangkok. This time you're taking
Yep.
on Cody Jerome. Have you heard him before? I know he's making his debut, but what do you know about him? What do you expect during the fight?
Yeah, I know who he is. I haven't watched a bunch of his fights. Obviously, he's from Canada, so I didn't really know him like coming up, but I know that he's got good experience. I know he's strong. I know he's with a good coach. And yeah, no bad things to say about him. Uh, of course, I think my technical ability is above everybody's. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I have no predictions for this fight, no predictions for what he's gonna do. I'm just coming in there to try and show the new things that I've been working on out here in New Jersey, trying to, display the new person that I'm becoming, the new energy, the new mindset. And it's not, this fight's a little bit different. It's not like I'm going in there um trying to do anything. I'm
Mhm.
going in there to see what happens and by doing everything that I'm doing leading up to that, this process that I'm in right now is more important than the outcome of this fight. And I think because I have that mentality, the outcome that I want is going to happen organically by itself.
So prep work and just do your own thing. You do your own work, and the results will be what they are.
Yeah, I got my coaches, Coach Bob Peach and Coach Shane Faison. They're doing all the dirty work for me, studying, and I'm just doing what I'm told. I'm in the gym. I'm working hard. My mind is clear, and yeah, that's the way I think it should be.
Now you speak of this new mindset. What brought upon this change? Like what happened? Where or how did you come up with this whole like I need to change things up, move some go train somewhere else and do something different?
So it's always been my whole life. It's like you might have to get out of Iowa to
Hmm.
chase your dreams, right? And then it's like, well, I'm training with my dad. Why would I want to leave? I've been training with my dad forever. He's the GOAT, right? He's the martial arts genius that has planted this seed inside me. And then you get to the point where has nothing to do with uh, the coaching or the skills. It's just the environment, man. Iowa and Muay Thai doesn't really happen in the same conversation.
Hmm.
And as hard as it is to leave my dad, the martial arts genius, I have to graduate eventually, at least see what would happen. Maybe the answer is stay with your dad, but I got to find out, right? And I think it's just like nothing, like, of course, I went through things in my personal life where it expedited stuff, where it's like, let me just go. Now it's time to just go. And then also in my fights themselves, I'm like, dude, these aren't as good as I want them to be. I need more. I need professional level training. It's not that I need something different, like than what my dad was showing me or than what I was getting at my gym in Dubuque. Funny enough, I'm going to be training there tomorrow. I'm going back to Iowa tonight. But it's just like what would happen if I just never tried to learn new things, to go down a different avenue? Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but I feel like I have had to at least try because I always knew I might need to get out of Iowa to go to a bigger city. There's professional level athletes out here. I have professional level training. I'm in the gym all day. So it's not like one thing happened necessarily where
Hmm.
it's like I lost a fight and I'm just gonna switch camps. No, no, no. That's not what happened. It's a gradual, you know, feeling of like I need to get out of this environment because I see the light, the potential of what I could become, and I don't think I can do it right here, right now. So
Hmm.
just take a leap of faith, man. See what happens.
Well, it's literally everything you just said is the journey of a martial artist. Is find ways to improve, and if you got to get out, you got to get out. And sometimes
Yeah.
it's down the street, sometimes it's the other side of the world. So you felt that you felt and you've seen the improvement in your game.
I've seen the improvement in my mentality,
Hmm.
in my happiness, and in my game, of course.
That's perfectly put, man. Good job. Um, so Cody's actually he's hyped about making his debut. I don't know if you've seen his Instagram. Well, you probably haven't, but he's posting everywhere. He's fighting, and he's fighting January 11th. Your face is all over his Instagram, which is cool, and not a bad word to say about you at all from anything
Yeah,
I've seen.
yeah, yeah.
But he's making his debut. You were just in that spot. You were just in that spot. What do you think? I'm not saying give him advice and help him out, but what do you think is going through his head? Is he's like just like you were just not long ago? Hey, finally, we're going.
Yeah, I mean, if he feels like I felt, then that might be an advantage for me because
Hmm.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was so scared to fight Joe. Who knows? He's probably not scared to fight me because I'm just a bro. But that would also go to my advantage
Hmm.
if he underestimates me, right? So there's like two things. He could either think like I'm on his level and he could just come in there and starch me in his debut, or he's just as nervous as I was when I had my debut. And I think both of those are an advantage for me. So yeah, I don't know. I have nothing bad to say about him either. It's awesome that he made it, putting on for Canada. He fought his way to the top of the Muay Thai World Cup tournament. So shout out to him. I know he has a lot of experience. And yeah, dude, I'm sure that we're gonna get along like before, during, and after the fight. Yeah, I have no predictions. I have no bad things to say about him. The whole story right now is to see what comes out of me and
Hmm.
what comes out of the camp that I've been putting in, this past couple months.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, man. You fought twice this year. already have your first fight booked for 2025. What do you want your year
Yeah,
to look like? You want to be super busy, or you want to be, like you want to pick, the right fights?
super busy.
Mhm.
Super busy. Yep. I want to be in there. I want my name to be in people's mouths. I want to make that money. I want to make those highlights. And
Mhm.
because so like when I first got into one, bro, I'm a stay-at-home dad,
Mhm.
wiping butts all day, training at night. And my schedule has shifted a little bit. My whole situation, my whole life has shifted a little bit. Right now, I have the opportunity to solely focus on Muay Thai and becoming the best fighter I can be. So yeah, I'm trying to stay busy, busy.
There you go, man. Good luck. Hopefully that works out. Now, you want people to say your name, just say you want people to know who I am, say my name, watch my fights and everything. Since your debut, your social media kind of blew up pretty big, honestly. You've gained
Yeah,
sponsorships and you're still doing seminars. You're a busy guy.
yeah,
What's the biggest change you've seen, like, I guess, on that aspect since you joined one?
bro. The number one thing is like people have been asking me to sign their gloves, and to me that seems like something small. But I'm like, bro, because I did this whole big seminar tour around the country this past year.
Mm,
And everyone's like, pictures, sign this, sign that. Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And I'm like, dude, I can't believe you want me to sign this. So the biggest shift has been like, I'm sure it's the same as some independent rapper who finally
mm,
gets that Billboard hit. They're like, you don't even have time to understand. Yes, I've always felt like I was meant for this, but there was no buffer period. So it's cool. It's like surprising. I don't know how to handle it.
mm,
A lot of times it's weird, but I'm so grateful that like people are inspired. People want me to write my name on their stuff. It's like, bro, this is the biggest change. I'm people's favorite fighter, like, because I never really had one of those when I was coming up. So
mm.
the fact that people can actually meet me, have a regular conversation with me, and I'm their favorite fighter, that's been the biggest change. Just kind of feeling all of that energy from the community.
Shoot, man, I'm gonna start carrying gloves with me just in case I run into you, bro. I need one signature, man. I need a signature for real.
Carry a spatula around and I got you.
Oh hell yeah! All right, we'll do that. All right, all right. Let's get some quick fire questions in before we, send you on your way here.
Yeah, yeah.
Who has been your favorite one championship athlete you've seen so far in your time in the promotion?
Favorite one championship athlete. It has to be that Luke the Chef kid, bro.
Hey, hey, if you ain't support if you ain't your number one fan, who is, bro? You know what I
The
mean?
kid's crazy.
Yeah. And then who's your favorite athlete outside of combat sports? If you watch anything else.
Let's see, living or dead or what?
Oh, either way, no matter, dude. Let's pretend we have
I
a time machine.
mean, I mean, came up loving Walter Payton, diehard Bears fan from the Midwest. My dad used to make me watch Walter Payton highlight videos growing up.
Mm.
He's my favorite athlete outside of combat. Maybe let me think of someone right now. Um, bro, I like Allen Iverson. You know,
Oh yeah.
a lot of people consider him like, one of the greatest, but he's one of the most influential, right? People didn't start wearing shooting sleeves until AI started
Hmm.
wearing them. So I like that type of energy.
Well, now you mentioned AI, dude. You can see kind of similarities in your guys' games.
Yeah,
He didn't really know what he was gonna do before he did it. Same thing.
creative. Jason
Creative.
Williams, dude. AI Jason Williams,
Ooh.
bro. Yeah.
The back behind the back with the elbow pass. Oh, that was
Come on.
cold.
Come on, man.
Cold. All right, but it's right. Oh yeah, fourth fight in a row in Bangkok. Favorite? What do you like about the city the most?
What do I like about the city the most? Hmm. I don't know. I mean, every time I've been there, I've just been having to focus on fight week.
Oh,
So,
you're in and out. Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I enjoy the fact that the sport that I do is
Mm,
so regular there because it's
yeah.
so weird in Iowa,
Mm. Oh, well,
you
there you
know?
go. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's part of life over there for sure.
yeah.
All right. All right, man. What on January 10th in Bangkok, Thailand? One fight night 27 against Cody Jerome. What? Because I'm not gonna ask you your expectations. What you said we're not gonna do that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
is the vibe going into like heading towards that date for you right now?
Yeah, this one, for the first time, bro, it's like I really think I'm fighting for myself,
Hmm.
not for American Muay Thai, not for the small town boys, um, not even for really, of course, it's for my kids because that's just an extension of me, but not for a check, right? I'm fighting to really see if the changes I've made, if the tribulations I've went through this past year, if I am who I say I am, if I can live the life I want to live, and all that's going to happen within this fight, not the result, but how this process has been going, how I'm going to feel in there is going to prove to me, you know, whether or not it's been a good change coming out here to New Jersey, which I think it has been. I've been more mentally clear than I've ever been. So I'm going in with a lot of clarity to this fight. And I don't know. I think that's exciting because I'm completely empty. I don't know what's going to happen. Of course, I have a little bit of a game plan, but
Hmm.
I'm open to whatever this one. So I don't have any wants or needs going into this fight, and I think that's going to make it a really cool story when people see these interviews and then they see the result.
Hmm. All right, well, I'm gonna be tuning in. Man. I want to see what the Chef 2.0 looks like coming up in January. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss it. Luke Lessei, One Fight Night 27 on January 10th. Broadcasting U.S. and Canada on Amazon Prime. Do not miss it. Luke, thanks for the time.
Thank you, brother. It's always good to talk to you.